Hello, I'm Ferg from the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast, and I don't do videos, as you can tell. But recently I had some finds, and I don't normally have any finds, so I thought I would make a little video since I am lacking in that department. Um, Last week we went to Arizona to visit my parents, and one day Sarah and I did a little shopping, and we went to, she went to a scrapbook store, which I think was called Scrapbook Barn, which turned out to be a pretty good place. And I went to a couple places. One was called the House of Used, which is in Mesa. It's mostly a little bit of video games, mostly movies and music. They had a lot of records there. Records were a little on the pricey side, but they were good records, like really good stuff that I wish I could have bought, but I didn't have the money and I didn't have space in my suitcase. I guess I could have shipped it, but there's still that pesky money part that I didn't have. But I did buy some games. They were cheap. The only Atari game I bought is that one. And this is Breakout. See, this is the only part I don't like about this place. That right there. They put it right in the sticker. So that is Breakout. It's the weird... That's good. Let's keep doing that. I'm going to itch everything while I'm doing a video. It's the very odd orange label variation that was from 1986. So I've been looking for that for a long time, and I finally found it, and it was only $4. Actually, I got it for free because they were having buy 3 get 1 free on used stuff. It said not including video games, but I guess it didn't apply to the games I bought, which were in a plastic case underneath a table. Sort of the redheaded stepchild. They did have some box games in the case, but they were a little on the pricey side. So that was the only Atari 2600 game I bought. I ended up buying a bunch of ColecoVision games this trip. One of them was Space Panic, again, on the label. Not really on the label that much, but Willie says if you use a hair dryer, you'll be able to get those off. So Space Panic I got Sub Rock. I just tried these games out for a little tiny bit, not very long at all. And Space Fury. All these I got at House of the Used. Space Fury is cool because when I first got into digital press, the I guess a splash screen or a loading screen or whatever was the Space Fury guy, and it's the ColecoVision version of Fanfare for the Common Man by Aaron Copland, and they opened with that, and it just reminded me of that. That was back in the early 2000s when that was going on. So the other place I went, since I covered up my notes here, is called One Up Games, also in Mesa. They had a bunch of Perler Bead art in there, which I was surprised to see, and I gotta get a camera or something because this is hurting my arm. Let's look at the game that's coming up on the podcast if I can figure out how to do this for a second while I rest my arm, because boy that hurts. When you're out of shape and you're fat, you can't hold stuff up very long. So that's Galaxy in the background. That's going to be coming up on the podcast very soon. Okay, let's get back to it. So, went to One Up Games. Pretty good store. The prices seem to be pretty reasonable. Like I said, a lot of Perler Bead art. Quite a few Atari 2600 games. The label's not in the best shape. A lot of commons and stuff. There was a copy of Skeet Shoot there, which is a game I don't have, but I did not buy it because the label was held on with Scotch tape. And it was wrapped all the way around the cartridge. And I'm not real picky about my labels, but in the case of Scotch tape, I am. So I did buy ColecoVision games there. This was Donkey Kong Jr., which I didn't have. Notice the stickers are on the back. Thank you, One Up Games. I bought Cosmic Avenger, which is extremely neon pastel colored, which I like. It's a fun little shooter. And probably my favorite, Miner 2049er. This is a good game. It doesn't look very much different from the 2600 version. So I had fun playing this one. I played this one the most so far. So I'll go back to them at some point when I come back in here to play games. So that's pretty much it. If you haven't tuned into the National Bat Appreciation Day episode, it's not a weird episode about something that's not Atari 2600. It's about the Atari 2600 bats that are in the games. So it has 2600 game content. So here, let's look at Galaxian again. Oh, yeah, I can work a camera. So that's it. I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.